Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mouse House. This week, we discuss a potential new Muppets-themed ride or land. That and so much more on the way. This is the Disney Weekly Roundup, episode 50. Let's get started. Okay everyone, welcome to the 50th episode of the Disney Weekly Roundup. We're hitting some crazy numbers here, y'all. So the Muppets put out some tweets with some pretty mysterious stuff in it. There were two videos made for the hashtag Rainbow Connection Challenge, one featuring Kermit and the other Fozzie. In Kermit's, he mentioned Bob Wise, president of Imagineering, and he actually said he enjoys working with Bob as a colleague. Well, over in Fozzie's video, he mentioned legendary Disney Imagineer Joe Rohde, and specifically said that Joe complimented his hat in a meeting the two attended. So the Muppets are now in meetings with Imagineering? This could very well be Disney hinting at a new Muppets-themed something, whether it's an attraction, land, or something else we will have to see. That being said, it also could be nothing, as these are just videos that the Muppets tweeted. But as another piece of evidence, the Regal Eagle Smokehouse is a brand new restaurant inspired by Sam Eagle, and even showcases some other Muppets in it. The Muppets' representation in it is certainly more subtle than a full-blown out Muppets thing like Pizza Rizzo, but it's still there. From what I have seen, people love this restaurant, and it's normally pretty crowded, and if Disney was making decisions partially based off how successful this restaurant has been, we could have a real solid chance at this. I also think they're looking at how many streams the new Disney Plus original show Muppets Now is getting to see if the demand for the Muppets is there. I watched the entire show as it was releasing weekly. All of the episodes have been released now, so go stream it to show Disney that we love the Muppets. Since our last news video, the curving Tron canopy has made significant progress. Switching over to this aerial photo, we can see there is still quite a bit of work to do, but we have made some pretty significant progress, and there are also already supports ready to receive more pieces. This attraction was supposed to be ready for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, but then construction was halted for quite a while, delaying it probably past the 50th, but whatever happens, I'll be sure to cover it right here. If you've seen my video where I talk about Disney announcing a massive Polynesian retheme / renovation, you know that Disney is retheming parts of the resort to Moana. Well, this week, we received a new concept art for the new Arrival experience. Looking at this concept art, it appears that the new Arrival experience won't have any Moana theming, which is a very good thing in my opinion. On top of this, Disney will be making enhancements to the gardens and fountains. Now, Disney is currently saying that it will be finished just before the resort's 50th anniversary, which is in October of 2021. This week, there were a number of different signs installed around Walt Disney World. As part of the Magic Kingdom entrance overhaul, we got new signage for the Magic Kingdom Resort dock. The dock isn't quite ready yet, and we currently do not have a date as to when it will be finished. Another bit of signage we got this week is over in Epcot with these new entrance-exit signs. They complement lots of the other signage we have recently seen installed at Epcot. They even put a pass holder entrance one, which is a lot better than those temporary signs that they just put at a random entrance. As you can see here in this photo, there are still some of these entrance signs yet to be installed. Once we enter Epcot, we are greeted by more new signage as the Space 220 entrance sign was installed, but it has a wrap on it. If we crank up the contrast, we can kind of see the sign. Well, I also put this quick little Photoshop thing I did. I'm not claiming it to be good or anything. I just quickly slapped on the Space 220 logo so we can get a rough idea of what to expect here for this sign. The Space 220 entrance is located really close to Mission Space, so it makes sense that these two signs seem very similar. Well, that's all the news for this week. To support my show and dream to move to Florida, you can check out my merchandise store, as well as my Patreon page, and if you are a patron, please check the email that you signed up with. For a free way to support my show, you can subscribe and leave a like on the video. If you want to reach out to me for any reason, you can comment on this video, email me, or DM me through Instagram. Okay, let's go head over for a special Sorcerer segment. Okay, you all, welcome to our Sorcerer segment. Here we normally open one card out of one of these Sorcerer packs from Walt Disney World every single episode of this show, but I did say today's version was a little special, so what's happening is I thought because this is the 50th episode of the Disney Weekly Roundup, we've made 50 of these things, I thought on top of opening this one last card from this pack, I would open an entire pack. So normally one of these packs right here is 5 weeks worth of cards for what we do, but I'm going to be opening all this on this episode on top of this one last card from the pack we've been opening for 4 weeks now. So I'm going to start off with this one. This just one card from this pack. So I can get my camera focus to adjust, and then we will... Okay, so we have Wally's Trash Crunch. I really like the machine spells. I like the black and white look. This is number 39 out of 70. And I believe that this one is new. I don't think it's a duplicate. So here, we'll check all these after. Now, we're going to open this entire pack in one of these episodes, which is crazy. You know, you can only get one of these per person per day you go to the Magic Kingdom. And you know, I don't live in Florida, so it's not like I get these very often. So to never run out of them, I can only do one card per episode. Doing a full pack every episode, I'd run out before I get to go to Disney again to get more of these. So that's why I've been doing one card. So opening a full pack of this is a pretty big deal. So I'm going to start off with the card in the back because it's flipped the other direction. Okay, we have Gopher's Demolition Dynamite. And then I think this card right here is the rare, which I want to look at last. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, put it here, and then flip this whole stack. Okay, so first off here we have Cinderella's Magic Ribbon, which is number 25 out of 70. I think this is a new card, so that's good. Don't want to get these duplicates. We're trying to collect a whole set just from opening cards here on the Disney Weekly Roundup. Our next one here is Pocahontas' Color of the Wind, 51 out of 70, and another princess spell. You can see the ones we've gotten so far on the back there. They're going to overlap soon. All right, next here we have the Blue Fairy's Wand Wish, which is number 57 out of 70, and this one's a fairy spell, so kind of do that there. Then our rare for this pack is Apprentice Mickey's Broomsticks. And oh, look at this. This is actually number 1 out of 70. I don't think we have this one yet. So we now have 1 out of 70. Sorry, I don't think my camera had focused on that yet. I apologize. There we go. But yeah, this is number 1 out of 70. So this is actually the first card in the set, which is cool to have gotten, and that's a Mystic spell. So let's add all these to the binder. Alright, so we're going to start off here with the first card of the set. That's going to go here. We have 2, but not 1. So that's an addition right there. That's 57, 39, 46, 51, and then this one here is 25. Okay, so the next one we're looking for is 25. So this one is going to go right here. Okay, 39 is going to go in right here. And next up right here we have 46, which is going to go right here. Next up is 51, which we're going to put in backwards here. So then over here, we have that card right there. And then our last card that we'll be putting in for today is this one right here, which is number 57 out of 70, which will be going right here. So out of all 6 cards that we opened today, none of them were duplicates. That's good. That's really good. So opening that full pack today definitely helped us make some progress on here. And just so you know, right here, these cards, these are not part of this set. These are actually like party exclusive cards. These 2 are Very Merry Christmas Party. These 3 up here are Very Merry Christmas Party. And then these 4 are the Halloween Party. So these aren't actually part of the set. Every year for the Christmas and Halloween Party, they make an exclusive card. Of course not this year though, because Halloween and Christmas have been canceled. If you haven't seen our videos about those, definitely check them out. Alright, but now that we have done that, we can fade over to the logo for a pre-credits talk. Okay everyone, this it right here is 50 episodes of this show. That's crazy. I actually didn't post a Disney Weekly Roundup last week, and instead I posted a creating my dream YouTube studio video because I didn't want episode 50 to not really have any news, and the last week before this one, there wasn't really any news, so I didn't think I should post a video. There would have been like one story or something like that, and that just wouldn't have been a good way to do 50, but I think a potential new Muppets-themed something is definitely a good way to have our 50th episode. I just want to thank everyone, who supported me to get here, because doing this for so long, it's crazy, Of course, my YouTube channel is still very small, but the people who do support me enough that I'm willing to do this for as long as I have. I know this is episode 50, but I've certainly had this channel for more than 50 weeks. Right when I made the channel, I was posting like at least once a week because it was a brand new thing. I was super excited for it. Then a little bit in the middle, I stopped posting every week. I would be like once every like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I was getting inconsistent, and that's why we're not at the same amount of Disney Weekly Roundups as weeks this channel's existed. But lately I've been really on it with at least posting a video once a week, even if it's not a Disney Weekly Roundup, because sometimes there might not be enough news, but I'll still post something. It might be a breaking news video, or a cooking with the Mouse House video, or creating my dream YouTube studio, but I have been posting at least weekly content for probably the past like 4 months now. if you watched the last Creating My Dream YouTube studio where I talked about one of my monitors just stopped working, and that really put a damper on the series for Creating My Dream YouTube studio. If you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend you go check that out. But regarding that, it's of course unfortunate that I'm out of monitor now, because that's not something I anticipated when budgeting that series. But I'm still trying to make that happen. And the folks over at Patreon, thank you so much. You're really helping fund that series. You're kind of the last arm and leg here. So thank you a ton. And if you're a patron, I made a Patreon exclusive Instagram page. So there's exclusive content just for you. And I sent all my patrons an email for that. So if you haven't checked the email that you actually signed up for the account with, maybe it's like a spam email that you use for spam, go check that email out for the details, because I definitely want you to go follow there. There's still some patrons who haven't followed it, and I totally think you should do that. Get access to your rewards that you deserve. Well, that's about all I have for this week. Crazy numbers here, y'all. 50 episodes. Thank you all so much for your support. It's all because of you that we've gotten this far. And here's to another 50, Let's hit 100. That would be crazy. 100 episodes of this show. Let's make it happen, you all. Thank you so much. Well, that is going to wrap it up for this week. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.